So the question really isn't what I think, but it's what I can make of what other people are saying in reaction to Lord Wolfson's comment. He's someone who is a business owner, indeed the inheritor of a business empire in many ways, and he will have experienced firsthand, hence his frustration, the effects on his business of not being able to secure the levels of labour that he needs at the price that he wants to pay. And I think therein lies some of the problem. It is true that there are skills shortages in the UK, there are labour shortages in the UK, not always the same thing by the way, but is the government actually actively blocking those things? Because that's the allegation that's coming from Lord Wolfson. Now, I don't think that is actually quite so clear. We do have a much more flexible points-based system in the UK. Even in the last few days, government ministers have been talking about new possible investment routes to the UK. This isn't passive investment now, not for somebody who's got lots of money to come and park it in the UK with all the problems that that can lead to, and indeed has led to with the suspension of the old investor programme, but people who will make an active economic contribution to the UK. So I think to say that the government is blocking that when it's operating a reasonably flexible points-based system is a difficult thing to do. What he may be referring to, of course, is the end of free movement. Well, that, of course, is very much part and parcel of the Brexit that he supported. And I think to say that the government is blocking migration that's desperately needed is going too far. I think the real problem is that the system that we have is under-resourced, underfunded, and doesn't work quickly enough, possibly not flexibly enough either. We do need to have controls, we do need to protect to some extent the resident labour market, and we do absolutely need to invest in skills. There are other commentators, also highly respected, Guy Hans for example, who said something somewhat different from what Lord Wolfson has said. There are other perspectives on this. So I said I was going to synthesise what other people thought. I'm actually going to say, fundamentally, I don't think he's quite right, but I understand where he's coming from.